Hi, can I help you?
Oh, are you Addison Whitney?
Yeah, I am. But, who are you?
I'm with Rogue's House Tours, and the viewers really want to see where you live. Can we get a tour?
Sure, come in.
Ooh, very nice house. So I hear you have a new film coming out.
Yes, thank you. And I do. It's called Till Death Do Us Part.
That's cool. Personally, have you noticed any skill improvement while working on this project compared to others?
Yes, definitely. This is the first project I've actually developed from scratch. My job as the producer taught me how important it is to keep things organized and stick to the schedule. From finding locations to film to deciding which shots to include in which scenes was a very difficult task. However, I think my favorite part of it all was deciding what to do for mise en scène. We even got to create a fake body. Me and my director wanted to make sure we had every little detail down to a T.
Man, that sounds like a lot of work. All I have to do is hold the camera and talk to people.
Yeah, it is. Follow me. Speaking of the camera, I also realized how crucial it is to make sure you have enough footage. Just making sure you have all the footage to fit the perfect clip for the perfect scene. I also got to learn a tiny bit of editing. Hearing each little sound from the hills clicking to the door slamming made me notice how important those tiny details actually are, and how wrong a scene can look if it's missing.
Wow, it seems like you learned a lot from this one project.
I definitely did. Follow me to my kitchen.
Is that a Stanley Army?
No!
Wow, Addison, learning about how you improved has been really interesting.
Well, thank you. I worked really hard learning new things, so I hope my film reflects that.
I bet it will. One more question before I leave. What type of tech did you use in your film?
Well, that question has multiple answers. You see, there isn't just one type of technology I used, there's multiple.
Oh, really? What kinds?
Well, first there's software. That would be what I used for editing and post-production. Hardware, which is the physical tools I used to film my project. And then finally, online, which is the resources, references, and sharing platforms I used.
Oh, I didn't realize there was multiple types of technology.
Yes, there is. Now to answer your question, for software, our editor used Adobe Premiere Pro, where she was able to enhance the editing and add special sound bites in order to build tension throughout the film.
And what did you do for sound?
For sound, we use Pixabay. Because horror relies heavily on the sound effects, all the way from the heels clicking to the squeaking of the cart help to build on creating that unsettling tone.
Tell me more about the hardware.
For hardware, we use the iPhone 15 to collect all of our footage. Although it's not the fanciest of cameras, we focus more on the composition and movement in order to build tension within the film. We utilize the iPhone's built-in stabilization in order for all of our shots to run smooth.
So you told me about the hardware, told me about the software, but what about the online aspects?
Yes, so for the online part, I use YouTube in order to do research on psychological horror films. I researched how professionals use technology in order to build tension throughout their film. This is also the platform where I plan to post my film and make it available to the public. Ultimately, I have used technology with every stage of the production, but it's not just about using technology. It's about using it correctly in order for the audience to get my point.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that with me. That was all very interesting.
Yes, of course, and you're very welcome. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you for your time. Have a great rest of your day.
Of course, and thank you. Bye.
Bye.